we gotta get through this super quickly, and I know I always say that, but this time I really mean quickly, because I'm still in Mauritius while recording this. I will not be able to record this tomorrow morning, which is your tomorrow night, but that's why I gotta go through this as quickly as possible. We got 2 characters. Sure, there's a third one, just hidden somewhere. These are Battle Pass and Prize. Ennui's the prize wall one, right? Either way, we're gonna click on Ennui first. A master of boredom, proficient in the art of sighs and of eye rolls, Ennui is always glued to her phone and unimpressed by everything. And yet, she's given me a big ol' smile. Well, I say big ol', but it's actually quite small. Excuse the background noise. The house has very thin walls, but I believe that's already the description. Yes. We gotta jump right into this. Board control. Passive. Ennui starts combat with 10 stacks of dull. Also, I just realized this is our final Inside Out character, unless we include nostalgia. But can we really include nostalgia, considering how she was barely in the movie and whatnot? Every time Ennui is hit with an attack while she has stacks of dull, she negates the damage of that attack and transfers 1 stack of dull to the enemy that attacked her. Active. Ennui casually reveals to everyone she can access the control panel through her phone, then presses a button, removing all stacks of dull that are on other heroes, and gaining that same amount. Afterwards, she deals true damage to all enemies per stack of dull that Ennui has. Ennui cannot receive stacks of dull from sources other than herself. Stacks of dull cannot be blocked, copied, stolen, or removed by other sources than Ennui. Reset between waves, and their total amount cannot exceed 30. I thought we just agreed it's a her. Why is it a they now? Oh, that one looked nice. I really like that animation. Ennui turns around and takes a selfie with the enemies, dealing fantastic damage to enemies with stacks of dull. Enemy heroes with stacks of dull suffer one of the following effects depending on the number of stacks of dull that they have. 1 stack. Enemy is blinded while they have a stack of dull. 4 stacks. Enemy is silenced while they have stacks of dull. 8 stacks. Enemy is stunned. These disables cannot be blocked, dodged, cleansed, or prevented by hardy stacks. Lazy shove. Well, okay, that one works. Ennui shoots the enemy away with her hands, damaging enemies with stacks of dull. Normal damage, reducing their basic damage and skill power by a certain amount, while they have at least 1 stack of dull. Additionally, all heroes except Ennui who already have dull gain 1 additional stack of dull. If it's lazy shove, wouldn't pushback be involved? Knockback? Never mind. Yawn stance. Ennui or allies that hit enemies with stacks of dull now steal 1 stack of dull. Stacks of dull have the same effect on an ally that they would have on Ennui. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen this sentence. This scale has a chance to fail if allies are above level 41. Oh, I haven't seen that in months. Socks don't care. Enemies with... hang on, that socks don't care. Oh, wait, you're wearing socks. How did I never see that before? Enemies with at least 1 stack of dull lose 15% attack and movement speed per second while they have a stack of dull, up to 75% attack and movement speed, and are prevented from gaining any increase to attack and movement speed while they have at least 1 stack of dull. The decreases persist even if the enemy heroes lose the stacks of dull. If Ennui gains more than 25 stacks of dull, when she casts board control, enemy heroes lose 50% of max HP for the rest of the wave. Afterwards, she resets her stacks of dull back to 10. While Ennui has at least 1 stack of dull, she gains a 100% chance to dodge debuffs. Whew, I'm out of breath. I did not bring a glass of water with me. Okay, I don't have time to guess. I have to just look. I'm assuming Eeyore and... who is GE? Genie. That's an interesting one. Okay, what does Eeyore do? Ennui starts the wave with 1 additional stack of dull. Additionally, Socks Don't Care now resets her stacks of dull to 15 instead. Hang on, Socks Don't Care is like is that the red skill? That's the red skill. Huh, interesting. When Ennui drops below 6% of her max HP, she loses 300 energy and summons all the stacks of dull back to her. For the next 6 seconds, she cannot gain any energy. 60 plus 60 reality negation. Next is, all this. I don't have time to read it, and the battle badge and subclasses. Okay, that's Ennui. Unfortunately, don't have time to fully evaluate the character, but from what I see, not bad. I mean, in terms of animations, can't really judge skills too much. And now let's get to another character that, pretty exciting release. Oh, what? Wrong way. Wrong way, I guess. There she is, Amity Blight, a highly competitive young witch exceptionally skilled in magic who gradually reveals her more caring and supportive side. Now then, I'm sure a lot of people were really hoping for her purple hair, but I've always preferred the green hair. Now, I imagine that sometime in the future, this is one of the characters who basically needs skin because a lot of people tie the purple hair to her. So, like, you know, it's not that hard. Simply remove the ponytail, recolor it all purple, and voila, you got the new Amity. As top student, it is my duty to tell you to keep at it. I just read that already. I didn't even read the controls. Support from the backline, red team, and you are yellow team, control back. Okay. Whoops. Of course Luce has to be there. Oh, Luce and Ida. Oh, and I just realized we have Ida and Luce. And now we have Lilith and Amity. Yeah. Passive. Amity Blight summons an eraser that does different things depending on her mode. While in Duelist mode, Amity's basic attacks deal fantastic damage and remove 2 buffs from the most wanted enemy. While in Vowkeeper mode, Amity's basic attacks removes 3 debuffs from the ally with the most debuffs, including Amity. Active. Amity awakens one of her abominations, emerging from the ground and hurling its own head, targeting the enemy with the highest current HP and dealing fantastic damage and increasing her armor in reality by a certain amount up to a maximum of another certain amount. The armor in reality buffs cannot be copied or stolen. Additionally, every time Amity uses this skill, she will change from Duelist mode to Vowkeeper mode, there it is, and vice versa. Duelist mode, Amity deals bonus fantastic damage to the target enemy. If the target has a shield or hardy, they are also silenced for 10 seconds. Vowkeeper mode. Amity will also grant all allies dodge for 4 seconds and 7 momentum stacks. Whose hand? Well, I mean, that's Luce's hand, but, okay. Amity Blight moves her finger in a circular motion, performing a magical vow, granting herself and all allies an HP shield. Duelist mode. Amity hexes and curses the enemy with the highest skill power for 12 seconds, increasing their skill cooldowns by 100%. Vowkeeper mode, Amity grants her allies 12 determination stacks. If that ally's shield breaks or is removed, they gain 10 endurance stacks. Okay, let me just look back at these animations again. That one's not fun. That one's like hoity-toity, so I guess that works. Uh-oh, I'm seeing the stiffness. We're 3 animations in and they're all pretty stiff. That's never a good sign. Amity Blight shows the Book of Audubon, demonstrating the power of friendship, healing herself and all allies for a certain amount of HP. Duelist mode. Amity scares the enemy with the highest basic damage and applies vulnerable for 10 seconds. If the affected enemy takes more than 25% of their max HP in damage within the next 6 seconds, they gain 5 weakness stacks. For each weakness stacks that surpasses the cap, Amity applies corruption stacks instead. Vowkeeper mode. Amity heals herself and all allies for an additional certain amount of HP for the next 10 seconds. Unset note, Amity Blight's basic attacks and Risen Abomination deal an extra 100% fantastic damage to enemies who are shielded or have hardy stacks. While in Vowkeeper mode, each time Amity or an ally has a debuff removed by herself, Amity gains 50 energy, and each time an ally gains a stack from Amity's skills, their max HP is increased by a certain amount up to a maximum of another certain amount. This bonus lasts until the end of the wave. That's a lot of maximum HP for a character who's in the back line. Amity's Cloak. Amity Blight's armor and reality negation cannot be decreased. Oh, that's cheating. Every time 2 allies fall below 60% of their max HP, Amity automatically switches to Vowkeeper mode and activates Audubon's Book. This effect can only happen once every 8 seconds. All stack effects granted by Amity cannot be removed, stolen, or blocked. That sounds like cheating. Also, this victory animation, it's just very, it's lame. That's a lame victory animation. Better together, this is with Luce. Whenever Amity switches to Vowkeeper mode, she grants Reflect to 2 frontmost allies for 4 seconds. Amity and all allies also gain 450 tenacity and evasion for the same duration. Surprise, she has a friendship with Ida, not Lilith. Whenever Amity switches to duelist mode, enemies have their current basic damage and skill power reduced by 12%. Reality Benevolence, Power Benevolence, Armor Benevolence, and Enabling Shield, and Tender Prize, Battle Badge, and subclasses. Now, am I missing someone? I certainly am. There's one more character. It's not there. Or I'm just too oh, sorry, Hector. I didn't realize you were there. I'm so used to not having you that I just didn't bother unlocking you. I'm sorry, I'll level you up later. Actually, no, I'll level you up, there we go. We'll do the rest later. For now, let's get some chat sparring in. We'll have to save the Headless Horseman for another day. Now, Dante. Here is a team you can try out once on Wii releases. It's not that good, so it will be good for testing. Also, I'm a huge fan and wanted to say your videos inspired me to make videos of mine. Always happy to hear stuff like that. Thank you, Dante. Oh, hang on. Just, boom. You know, just for that, here. Well, I think just because we have Dante talking to me, I think it's about time I actually leveled up Dante. Who else is here? Formerly, Santa Beauty wants to be friends. There we go. There we go. Okay, announcements. Both servers will be down. Yes, EV Agent P. Now, you wanted me to test out the Muppets, so we'll come to you later. First, let's have them win against... Get out of here. You're last time. So, we should have tested the size. You know, no time. I gotta get this out quickly. Okay, slumped. I like... Whoa! Hang on! Whoa, Amity! Whoa! That was the hoity-toityest walk I've ever seen! That was amazing! Oh! That's my favorite entrance animation now! I don't know why I'm getting so overexcited. It's just a side profile. It's not like it's a big deal, but it's... we don't usually see that in the game. Because every time we see... Oh, another team. Every time we see characters walk in, it's always this default thing. They don't alternate. They don't turn their heads unless it's the opposite direction. I should know. I don't really do side profiles that much myself. But then Amity just... Huh? That's the same team. Amity just walks in with that face. Now, let's see the Muppets. Let's see how well the Muppets fare against them. I was so distracted. Let me look at Ennui now. Just slumping in. Anything extra? Anything at all? Nope. Okay, just a bit of an eye roll. But, oh, there we go. Oh, she gets mad. Okay. Still not too expressive, but... Ennui disappointed me. Okay, so in terms of like overall animations, I'd say they're all right. I'm mostly judging animation. I just sped read this. Okay, that's obviously a bug because I just fought that team. But like Amity's regular animations, that one's nice, but everything else is like super not fun, not really that fun. And Ennui is also like, this one's nice. I like that animation, but everything else is like very whatever. Very minimalistic. But that being said, they each, like, again, you have this good animation, that's good, and then she just has a stellar just walk animation that just saves her. I didn't get to see the Abomination. Hang on a second. Okay, this time just Amity. This way we can actually see an Abomination pop up. That's just so... Okay, let's see. Here we go. It's tiny. What the heck? Aren't those things supposed to be massive? Who's who's doing the eraser? Who was that? Was that just... Nah, never... Oh. Is that just one of her animations? I think that's one of her animations. Oh! Oh, look at that. It won. Well, she was alone, but like... Okay. Yeah. That was fun. No sign of the third character. Yeah. I'll just see you whenever... Okay, yeah, that's a bug. So what are my final thoughts on these characters before I leave? Ennui is like, alright. Not really too many thoughts. Amity, just for that walk, 10 out of 10. That was... I love this. I love that. And yeah, that's what I'm going to end the video. See you next time. Goodbye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video from beginning to end. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel, join the Zainreborn community. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.